Governor Kotek is asking President Donald Trump for federal disaster help after historic flooding hit parts of the state this spring. The aid would help support communities in Coos, Curry, Douglas, and Harney County. From mid-March to April, heavy storms and rain caused major damage. Roads washed out, homes flooded, and entire communities were cut off. So this is video out of Harney County. It was especially hit hard with sewage-contaminated waters forcing evacuations and damaging over 100 homes. The state is asking for help for families, small businesses, and public infrastructure, plus funding to prevent this kind of disaster in the future. Although the state damage was severe, there were a handful of counties listed in the emergency declarations that did not meet the monetary threshold required for a presidential disaster declaration. If approved, it could be a major step towards recovery.